We're in Queensland, Australia for the next round of the Rugby Championship, where Argentina take on Australia. Both coming in with some big victories, confidence building. For Australia, that win in Ellis Park over the Springboks, and for Argentina, the home win against the All Blacks. Both pretty much full squads available, with Tom Wright, the entry for Australia. Thomas Albanos for Argentina is out, and also Will Skelton not available, not because he's injured, but because he's returned to La Rochelle, his club, to prepare for the top 14. So we'll take a look through the squads, beginning with Australia. And the front row, we have Tom Robertson, Billy Pollard, Daniela Tupu, Nick Frost and Tom Hooper in at locks. Tom Hooper moving from the sixth position into that five, with Will Skelton going back to France, Rob Valentini, Fraser McWright, and the return of Harry Wilson, the captain. This is so crucial for Australia in this game. Though those backs are going to be massively important at the breakdown. This is an area that they could really gain an advantage over Los Pumas. So great to see Harry Wilson back for the Wallabies. Moving on to the backs. Nick White at 9 and Tom Lynagh takes 10, moving James O'Connor onto the bench. This is an important decision for the Wallabies. They need to bring through that experience. James O'Connor has been fantastic for them out in South Africa, but they do need to gain that experience for Tom, especially as they look ahead to the World Cup. Then Ikitau and Joseph Akuso Suali'i make the centre partnership. Suali'i now starting to build his confidence in union play. On the back line, we've got Corey Toole, who had fantastic last match, Max Jorgensen and Andrew Kellaway. These guys are going to score if they get the opportunity. I think for me, with the starting 15, it's really about that back line and the forwards. And if they can get over the ball and get some possession, make some ground, and then open it up for these backs, we know these guys have the experience and the skill to score the tries. Onto the bench, and it's a 5-3 split. Crucially, James O'Connor is there just if needed to see out that game. There's a strong 23 for the Wallabies. Let's take a look at what they're facing with Los Pumas. And the front row, it's Vivas, Montoya, and Sclavi, replacing Delgado. So a strong, heavy front row, powerful, and the familiar faces of Molina and Rubiolo in locks. On the loose forward, we got Juan Martin Gonzalez. Marcos Kramer comes in at 7, moving from the lock position. And Pablo Matera returns at number 8, moving Oviedo onto the bench. Strong loose forwards, a great pack. They're going to be a real challenge for the Wallabies. And again, I do think this is the area that's going to really matter. Both teams have the backlines to punish if they can get that possession and ball. Talking of which, let's look at the Argentina backlines as we look at Gonzalez Garcia and Santiago Carreras coming in at 9 and 10. Carreras replacing Albanos, who was injured early in the last game against the All Blacks. I thought Carreras had a fantastic game, so no real loss. I think he'll be able to put them on the front foot. Moving into the centre, we've got Santiago Chacabares and Lucia Cinti. These are two experienced players, played well together recently. And in the back line, we've got Mateo Carreras, Batista Dalcai, and Juan Cruz Malia at fullback. Finally, the bench, we've got Guido Petty as all the experience that he'll bring, and Joaquin Oviedo. These guys will be important later on in the game. Oviedo bringing that power in. So overall for Los Pumas, not a huge amount of change. They're going to be looking to Carreras to orchestrate this. Those loose forwards like Sucrema, Matera, Gonzalez, these guys are going to need to get in there, get the conversions, and allow those backs to go forward. Overall, this is a really difficult one to call, mainly because of the inconsistent performances both sides have had. So I would probably lean towards the Pumas winning, but I really think it's 50-50. It's going to be very difficult to call. I just think Los Pumas, they will, if they get those backs working, they're coming on a bit more confidence with the win over the All Blacks, and I think they're just going to edge it. But what do you think? Let me know your comments below. Hit like and subscribe for more championship content.